What are some of those things that you, what are some of those standards that you said that they ignored?
There's a lot of things. Hallway cameras would be important in a case like this. They could have identified the perpetrator moving in and out of his hotel room, what he was taking into his hotel room. Could have monitored him locking that exit door and seen that far earlier than they did. They could have followed the industry standard not to use freight elevators for patrons. This man did not make one trip with 10 bags. He made multiple trips with 10 bags. They could have used wanding. MGM has a strict policy of no guns. One way to check for guns is simple. Just wand the bags when they enter, especially if they're going to enter a private area like a freight elevator. That could have been easily done, but it was ignored. There's other establishments that have already came forward and said, we do these things. There was the delay. I know there's some controversy here. I don't think there's going to be much of a controversy at all. There was a 6-minute plus delay. There was a decision made not to make that phone call to 911 immediately. My instinct tells me that that's going to be because they wanted to control the environment and control the message before the public and the media was involved. Certainly they didn't know that they were going to have an evil act such as this, but they could have anticipated it. They could have foreseen it, but they also could have warned. Let's talk about the security they had. 2 to 4 security officers outside at the time of this incident. Limited security inside at the time of this incident. How did they react to this incident? We have witnesses that have come forward and said, look, the people that worked at Mandalay Bay and even some of the security officers were ushered out the back door rather than helping. The reason that happened is because they didn't have a clearly outlined policy, and they didn't follow their policies that they did have. That involves training. Live Nation did not have proper exits. We all know that when there is an emergency, the fundamental thing that we need to do is allow people to leave safely. That involves exits. It's very, very simple. Just have adequate exits. Train your people that you hire for security and staffing to know where the exits are. We have witnesses that come forward and said they didn't even know where the exits were. How could the patrons know if not even the security or the staff didn't know? That's a very real problem. If you're going to hire security, maybe Craigslist with no experience is the best place. Maybe you should hire experienced personnel to protect the 22,000 people that you invited there to enjoy a concert that they expected to remain safe. There's many, many other things that's going to come out in this litigation. I think that that's a fair, brief overview.